Good morning, students. In this session, we are going to see problem number 19. This is again a 5 marks question. As earlier, you have solved the two problems based upon this. Now, let us move on to the question. Arun carries on a hardware business and does not keep his books on double entry system. So the following particulars has been extracted. So these are the informations. As usual, they have given 31 12 17 and 31 10 18. So don't get confused with the word that is 31 12 date, and again they have given it as 31 10. First information is the opening information and the second column is the closing information. These informations are known to you. First information is used to find out the opening capital, and 31/12/2017 is used to find out the opening capital, and 31/12/2018 is used to find out the balance sheet informations are under this 31/12. Second column's information is used for the balance sheet. Once again, I'll say 31/12/2017 information is used to find out the opening capital. Next column 31/12/2018 is used to find out is used for the balance sheet informations. So before going to the problem, first we can recall the things what is to be used in the 5 marks. First I said we have to see whether the given informations we have the credit sales, credit purchases and opening capital. Credit sales, total debtors account we have to open, credit purchases, total creditors account, opening capital. With the first information we will find out the opening capital. First we will see the question whether the information is given. Other informations on 31/12 is given here wages. It's used for the trading account. Carriage out is used. You know the where the carriage in and out is used, and it is used in the profit and loss account. Carriage outward, sundry expenses, profit and loss account, cash paid to creditors, it comes under the total creditors account. Drawings, you know, it is under the liabilities. But the information here it is given, it is a total sales they have given. Just look into total sales during the year is 7,70,000. So total sales refers to cash sales plus credit sales. So we got the information. So credit sales is available in this. So it is not required to find out the total debtors account. திரும்பவும் சொல்ற கேட்டுக்கோங்க. total sales கொடுத்ததுனால credit sales இதுக்குள்ளேயே அடங்கிடுது. அதனால நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. total debtors account கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்னு அவசியம் கிடையாது. Next, purchase return is given and sales returns were 25,000, and depreciate land and building and other informations just look into by 5% provide 1,500 on the doubtful debts they have given. Usually provision for doubtful debts will be given only in the percentage, but here they have given in the amount 1,500. So directly we can minus it from the sundry debtors accounts. But land and building another adjustment, and profit and loss doubtful debts is another information. These are the additional informations. So it comes twice in the final account. One, land and building will enter it in the profit and loss account as a depreciation. Again here doubtful debts 1,500 will write it in the profit and loss account. Again in the balance sheet land and building minus depreciation will write it, and doubtful debts sundry debtors minus your doubtful debts. Here they have given in the amount, not in the percentage. So directly we are going to minus 1,500 and we have to create the balance sheet. These are the available information. So it is not necessary to find out the total debtors account since the information is given as total sales. But no other information is there for the credit purchases. So it is necessary that we have to create the total creditors account, and just look into we didn't see any of the opening capital. So it is necessary that we have to open the opening capital for the year. So only one information is given, data's information is given. We are going to create the total creditors account and opening capital. Let us move on to the problem. First, we'll create the total creditors account. We'll create it. You know, it has to be used in 2 pages. First thing is that total creditors account, your balance is by balance brought down. It is a opening balance. So 50,000. This you can see in the statement of affairs. And to cash. That is cash paid to creditors is given. No, that is the amount. It is 6 lakh. And purchases return is used here. So purchases return amount, it is 30,000. Next, closing balance carried on. Since it is a creditors account, opening balance will be under the credit side, closing balance will be under the debit side, 45,000. So your total debit side is here. So 6,75,000. For this we are tallying with the credit side, 6,75,000. Your balancing figure, 6,25,000. It is nothing but the to purchase. That is, this is your credit purchases. Bracket you have to write balancing figure. Next, we have to create the statement of affairs. Why? Because to find out the opening capital. This opening capital is used in the balance sheet under the liability side. So, statement of affairs as on it is a opening. So 1/1/2018. Why it is 1/1/2018 means, just looking here, there they have given 31/12. It's nothing but the hidden information. 1/12/2001, sorry, this information is for the next year, that is 1/1/2018. So we have to change the date and then write it here. And for the statement of affairs, first information you have to take. These informations are used for the finding out the statement of affairs. So we'll find out the statement of affairs. First we'll move on. Statement of affairs is like a balance sheet. So this is your liability side and this is your asset side. So under the liability side, we'll write it as in creditors, that is 50,000, and land and building. Land and building, it is 2,40,000, and stock, it is 1,20,000, and debtors amounted to 40,000. Just look into the question. All these informations are first information. So cash at bank is 30,000. Your credit side total is high with the 4,30,000. With this we are tallying with the debit side, 4,30,000. And your remaining balance is 3,80,000. It is nothing but the opening capital. All the thing you have to write it as an, whatever you are finding, you have to write it as a balancing figure. Next, we'll move on for the trading and profit and loss account preparation. So, trading and profit and loss for the year, we have to write the end of the year only. It is 31/12/2018. You have to be more careful in writing the dates. So we'll start with the 2. Opening stock. Opening stock amounted to 1,20,000. 25,000. And two purchases. Here they have given that we have the 6,25,000. This is the amount we have found out from the total creditors account. They have given purchases written. I have used a symbol, but you have to write it as an less only, LESS you have to write. And the remaining total comes around 5,95,000. And next is that 2 wages 65,000. Next we'll move on to the credit side. By sales, the total sales amount is given 7,70,000. So minus your sales written amounted to 25,000. All this must be in the inner column. Your answer must be in the outer column. And next thing is that by closing stock, it is 1,70,000. So your total is high in the credit side only. 9,15,000 is your amount. With this we are going to tally with the debit side 9,15,000. 1,35,000 is the balance amount. This refers to 2 gross profit carried down. In bracket you have to write transfer to profit and loss account. All this information must be perfect so that you can able to get a full mark. Next, we'll move on for the finding out the profit and loss account. First, we have to transfer the gross profit brought down. It is 1,35,000. And next thing, debit side 2 carriage outward is the information. So it amounted to 7,500. 2 sundry expenses, it is 28,000. And 2 depreciation. On depreciation, it is land and building depreciation. So amounted to 12,000. How you know how you got this land and building depreciation? Just look into the question. Here land and building amounted to purchases written. Just look into land and building is 5% they have given. So 5% you have to calculate on the closing balance only. You have to calculate. Just look into what is the closing balance available for the land and building. It is 2,40,000. So 5% on the 2,40,000 you have to calculate, comes around 12,000. Next, we will move on for the provision for doubtful debts. Here the provision I have given in the form of an amount. So provision for doubtful debts, here they have given in the amount, so 1,500. If they have given the percentage, we'll calculate from the sundry debtors account. So this is the information. So we are going to calculate this 1,35,000 in the credit side. With this, we are tallying in the debit side 1,35,000. So your remaining balance is going to be 86,000. It is nothing but the 2 net profit carried down. It is nothing but the transfer to capital account. Just once again we'll check whether the informations are presented, everything. First we have transferred the gross profit 1,35,000, carriage out with 7,500, sundry expenses 28,000, depreciations on land and building 12,000, and provision for bad and doubtful of 1500, and your balance is 86,000. With this, next we are going to calculate the balance sheet. You know, balance sheet is found only at the end of the year. So balance sheet as on 31/12/2018. More careful with the date. We'll transfer the, this is your liabilities, this is your assets. So first thing we'll transfer the capital, amounted to 3,80,000. This 3,80,000 we have found out by using the statement of affairs method. Next is your add your net profit. It is 86,000. Next comes your total comes around 4,66,000. Drawings is there, so minus your drawings, it is 10,000. So in the outer column you have to write it 4,56,000 in the outer column, and your creditors amounted to 45,000. I will move on to the asset side. Land and building first. It is nothing but 2,40,000. Next, minus depreciation is there. It is 12,000. So outer column you have to write 2,28,000, and next debtors here amounted to 51,500. 51,500. This is the closing information. So minus your new provisions. They have given in the form of amount. So provision for doubtful debts 1,500. So total comes around 50,000 in the outer column. Next is that cash at bank information. It is 53,000. Next, at last we'll write it as an closing stock. Closing stock amounted to 1,70,000. 1,70,000. Let us check the problem whether we have written everything. Capital 3,80,000. Net profit 86. Your total comes around 4,66,000. Your drawings 10,000. So 4,56,000. Creditors is 45,000. Next, land and buildings 2,40,000. Your depreciation is 12,000 to 2,28,000. Debtors 51,500. Your provision comes around 1,500. 50,000 is the balance. Cash at bank is the 53,000. Your closing stocks comes around 1,70,000. Next, your total. It is 5,01,000 is the total under the liability side, and it is tallied with the asset side with 5,01,000. I think we have solved the problem and it is got tallied. Let us recall the things. First we have found out the total creditors, because total creditors we have found out because the credit purchases amount is not given. Total debtors கண்டுபிடிக்கல, ஏனா total sales இருக்கிறதுனால நம்ம debtors கண்டுபிடிக்கல. So by this balance of creditors we have found out the purchases, credit purchases. Next comes your statement of affairs as on data, because to find out the opening capital, that is 3,80,000. The first informations only we have found out the capital. Next, trading and profit and loss account. We have started with the opening stock, sales, purchases with returns, sales with returns, wages. We have found out the gross profit 1,35,000. With this we have transferred to the profit and loss account. We have transferred gross profit. Next comes your carriage out sundry expenses, depreciation on land and building. Land and building, it is 5% on 22,40,000. So you have to be more careful while calculating. 5% on 2,40,000 and provision for doubtful debts, etc. And from this we have found out the net profit 86,000 and balance sheet capital with relax 80 and net profit with 86,000, drawings minus creditors, and this side land and building. Since we have depreciation, just look into depreciation. We have written one in the balance sheet, again in the profit and loss. Here new provisions we have written 1,500 here, and profit and loss again we have written. Since this is additional information, so you have to write twice in the final account. And next is the cash at bank, closing stock. With this we have tallied the sum. I think you have been understand this problem more clearly. To do the problem for the practice, you can see the illustration and do it, and you have to present the illustration in the note for your more practices. This information is known that all the exercise must be presented only in the blue pen, and all the illustrations must be presented only in the black pen. Exercise problems can be uploaded, and it is not required to upload a illustrations problem. Next, we'll move on to the next problem in the question number 20. We'll move on to the question number 20. With this, I think we are going to complete the chapter of single entry. And these are the very important problem in examinations point of view. There is only a few questions in this chapter for the single entry. First, let us read the question what is available. Selvam, that is I think Selvam only. Selvam does not keeps his books under the double entry system. From the following information, prepare trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet for the year. So as usual, they have given the two informations, that is for the opening informations and for the closing informations. Just look into the question. First, 1,1 is nothing but opening, 31,12 is a closing. So other informations are, just look into machinery, cash at bank, sundry debtor, stock, receivables, bank loan. This is the highlight of the sum. Then bank loan is a liability for us. Cash sales is given, cash purchases is given, wages, advertisement, drawings. Advertisement is the profit and loss account. It's an expenses under debit side. Drawings. Next is your this side credit sales is given. So it is not required to find the total debtors account, and credit purchase is also given. So it is not required to find out the total creditors account. So these two informations are given, so it's not required to find it out. Next, salaries, interest on bank loan is given. Interest on bank loan, again it is an expenses for us. Here they have given a bank loan under the liability side. Interest is given. Interest on bank loan comes under the profit and loss account under the debit side. So the more informations for you is loan and bank loan is the additional information and new informations for you. And another thing is, here they have given as an additional capital. What is meant by additional capital? This you have read in the finding out the statement of affairs we have read. What is additional capital means? When you are investing a capital in the business, if the capital is not enough to run over the business means, then the proprietor or the owner or the director will invest an additional capital. அதாவது capital பத்தலன்னா இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் கேபிட்டலை சேர்த்து அதோட பிசினஸை ரன் பண்ணுவாங்க. அதுக்கு தான் additional capital சொல்லுவாங்க. And what does this additional capital is used? It may be used to promote for the new business or innovations of the new business, to innovate the new product or to create an additional unit. அதாவது ஏன் additional capital யூஸ் பண்றோம்னா, ஒரு பிசினஸை இன்னும் புதுசா தொடங்கிறதுக்கு, இல்லைன்னா ஏதாவது ஒரு டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டை இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்றதுக்கு, இல்லைன்னா புதுசா ஏதாவது ஒரு யூனிட்டை தொடங்கிறதுக்கு, அதுக்காகவும் additional capital use பண்ணலாம். This is a very important question and it is a creative question. You can see it in the students activity. What does this additional capital is used? For this you can create the answer on your own. Next is the available information is they have given 10 percentage, that is depreciation 10 percentage on machinery. Create a reserve 1 percentage on debtors. I think this is very easy sum because it is no need to open a total debtors account, no need to open a total creditors account, but the opening capital is missing. So to find out the opening capital, the information used is 1/1/2018. The informations are used to find out the opening capital. Let us start the problem. It is a problem number exercise 20. This is the last problem in the single entry. With this we are ending, I think. So we have to create the heading statement of affairs as on. It is 1/1/2018. Date is more important. So this is your liability side. This is your asset side. So under the liability side, it is bank loan. Is it not? 45,000. Just look into the question. Sundry creditors 25,000. And machinery 60,000. And cash at bank 25,000. Sundry debtors 70,000. Next is your stock comes around 45,000. Bills receivables 20,000. So your total comes around 2,20,000. Under the credit side is higher. So with this we are going to tally with debit side 2,20,000 and your balance is going to be 1,50,000. This is nothing but your opening capital. This is your B bar F, that is your balancing figure. Next, we'll move on to the trading and profit and loss account. Trading and profit and loss account for the year 31/12/2018 is the information. We'll start with the 2. Opening stock next amounted to 45,000 and 2 purchases. They have given both purchases, that is purchases, cash purchases and credit purchases. So we are going to use the inner column. Cash purchases 8,000 and credit is 52,000. So your outer column amounted to 60,000. Next is your wages. So 2 wages, it is 6,000. Under the credit side, buy sales, it is cash 20,000. Credit is 1,80,000. So 2 lakh is the amount and your closing stock 22,500. 1000 is a closing stock. So your balance is going to be 2,22,000. With this we are going to tally with the 2,22,000. Your gross profit is 1,11,000 is your gross profit. So 2 gross profit, carry down in bracket you have to write transfer to profit and loss account. Next we are moving for the profit and loss account. Profit and loss account first will transfer by gross profit, brought down your amounted to 1,11,000. Next is in 2 advertisement 7,000 and 2 salaries 23,500 and 2 interest on bank loan. Just you have to keep it in mind. Bank loan will go to balance sheet under the liabilities. Interest on bank loan will comes under the debit side of profit and loss account. So to depreciation on machinery, it is 10 percentage. It comes around 6,000. I think you know the amount. When 10 percentage on 60,000, you have to find it out. So it comes around 6,000. Next, 2 provision for doubtful debts. Doubtful debts comes around 1,000 rupees. How we know this information? It is from the 1 lakh into, I think the amount is given on the 1 percentage. It is 1,000, and I think we have posted all the information. Just we'll check it. Advertisement 7,000, salary is 23,500, interest on bank loan is 4,500, depreciation on machinery, yes, 10 percentage 6,000, provision comes around 1,000. So your total comes around 1,11,000. 1,11,000. Your net profit is 69,000. It is nothing but 2 net profit account transfer to capital account. Next we'll move on for the balance sheet. So we have to write the heading balance sheet as on dated is 31/12/2018. 31/12/2018 is your balance sheet. Next, this is under the, first we'll write the capital amount. This is your liability side and this is your asset side. First, capital 1,50,000 and add your additional capital given in the question. Along with the capital, we are going to add the additional capital 21,000. So your total comes around 1,71,000. And drawings, you have to minus it. 60,000 is your drawings. You have to write it in the outer, and we have one thing, that is net profit is there. So your balance comes around 1,00,000 1,11,000. For this 1,11,000 is the amount. With this we are going to add the net profit. Net profit for the year, it is comes around 69,000. So your balance is going to be 1,80,000. Next on the asset side comes around machinery 60,000, and you have a depreciation on machinery minus your depreciation 10%, 6,000. So outer column you have to write 54,000. And next comes your cash at bank information 33,000. And sundry debtors is there 1 lakh, and minus your debts, that is new provision. New provision, it comes around 1,000. So your balance is going to be 99,000 in the outer column. I think we have written closing stock. Yes. Closing stock amounted to 22,000. Just check the liability side. Machinery with 60 minus 6,000, 54,000. We have written the closing stock 22,000. Cash at bank 33,000. Yes. Sundry debtors with 1 lakh minus 1,000 is 99,000. I think we have posted. No. Bills receivable is there. So just make a note down. I am writing it here, but we have to post it in the before bills receivables. It is 3,800. So before tallying the liabilities balance sheet, just you also check whether we have posted all the informations in the balance sheet. Next is the other informations are liability side. We have another informations that we have a bank loan and creditors informations. Since we don't have a space, I am writing it here. Yes. Just look into another thing is that bank loan amounted to 45,000. Once again, I'll say bank loan is entirely different from the interest on bank loan. Interest on bank loan will be posted under the profit and loss account under the debit side, and bank loan is the liabilities which comes under the balance sheet. Next, creditors, it is 21,000. I think we can able to tally the both the side, but 2,46,000. Before tallying the balance sheet, just check whether you have posted all the items. Let us recall the problem what you have been presented. Just look into from first, we'll see what are the things we have done. This exercise 20. So since the total debtors account and creditors account we have not opened, since the information is given about the credit sales and credit purchases, we have directly find out the opening capital. Because opening capital information is not given, with the statement of affairs on 1/1, we have found out the opening capital as 1,50,000, and with this we are able to prepare the trading profit and loss account for the year with opening stock, purchases, cash purchases, and credit purchases given, sales, cash sales, and credit sales is given, wages is given. With this we are able to find the gross profit 1,11,000. And regarding your profit and loss account, advertisement, salaries, interest on bank loan, it is in expenses. So we have written it in the profit and loss. Depreciation on machinery 10% on 60,000. 60,000 is a closing information. Provision for doubtful 1 lakh on 1% comes around 1,000, and your net profit comes around 69,000. With this we are going to tally with the Balance sheet, capital 1 lakh 50. I think one capital is 1 lakh 50. With this, we are going to add the additional capital 21,000. Total comes around 1 lakh 71,000. You're drawing 6,000. Your balance will be 1 lakh 10,000. 1 lakh 11,000. 1 lakh 10,000. And net profit comes around 69,000, and your balance comes here 20 lakh 80, and bank loan 45,000, credit cards 21,000, machinery 60,000, your depreciation 6,000, so 54,000, cash at bank 33,000, sundry debtors with 1 lakh minus your new provision with the 1,000, so 99,000. And before writing this, we have left bills receivable, so I have written it in the last, but you have to make it in the front. That 3,800, and closing stock comes around 22,000. With this, we are able to tally the sum 2,46,000. I think we are completing this chapter fully with we have solved all the problems. So please practice the illustration also, so that you have a more experience with this problem and can clear the doubts easily. And students, and you have to be ready for the online test, and the date will be announced you shortly. It may be on Saturday. The timing will be announced. So better mm, revise everything, or revise all the chapters including the one words, and be prepared for the online test on Saturday. Thank you.